we're going to be working some swings and crawls. Now, as we're working this superset here, what we're really thinking about is getting our muscles firing, getting moving, and practicing some things to help us really get every part of the body going here and get the energy turned up here. So kind of think of this as like turning all the lights on in the house. These are the exercises. You don't have to be heavy. I want you to focus on the skill of them, but also give yourself that challenge as well. So we'll be working our swings and crawls here. Here we see Coach Kat working those swings. So she's working that dead stop swing here. Notice how she's driving those heels into the floor, pulling those kneecaps up. Her hips, it's not about pushing forward. They move forward as she straightens her legs out. Nice tall posture at the top. Thinking about stopping it at her belly button so that it doesn't go over her shoulders here. And now she's going into those repetitions. Almost looks pretty violent there. I love it. So you can see you can work either one of those. You're either going to do 5 of the dead stop swings or you're going to work 10 of the repetitions here. Again, you don't have to make the kettlebell heavy on this. We want to get crisp swings in and start feeling like we're ready to take on some heavier weight after this. From there, once you're done with your 5 or 10 swings, you're just going to crawl across the floor here. So we have Coach Carey here demonstrating. Notice that opposite hand and foot. Take your time and breathe through this one. Use this opportunity to get that breathing under control and then match it up with your movements here. The slower you work this, the more challenging it's going to be. Trying to keep those hips nice and stable. And you'll notice there, Carrie's taking a couple steps. If she goes a little too big with that step, her hips start to dip. So it gives her feedback. You don't have to be perfect with this. It's not about a perfect repetition. It's about noticing those things that are happening and taking your time, pushing the ground away from you here. Now, if you want to do a slider crawl or an army crawl, a side crawl, you can work any other variation. The principle's still the same. We're going to get that heart rate up with those swings, get those glutes really firing, and then we're going to use that crawl to get some upper body pushing in to really get those shoulders working, get us ready for everything that's coming up after this. So take your time on the crawl. We're going to do 2 sets of these, so we're going to give yourself, or 2 to 3 sets, depending on how many people and how we're moving that day. But we'll get at least 2 in. Give yourself 30 to 90 seconds to recover between sets, and then we're going to move on to our strength training. So once we get through that part of the workout, right now we're all warmed up. We've gotten everything moving. Everything's feeling pretty good here. Heart rate's up a little bit, but it's coming back down pretty quickly. Now we're going to move on to our strength training.